In Texas, this occurrence happened around 2001. Although I know Texans are prone to embellishing the truth, this is the case. Around 10 a.m. on a bright, clear day, I was traveling down a rural road about 3 miles southeast of Bryson, Texas, when I first observed a huge figure crossing the road in front of me. I had my speed set at about 30 miles per hour. It was in front of my pickup by around 50 yards. I stopped where I believed it had passed. It traveled north to south. North was to the left of my truck. I turned to see if I could identify the individual who had just crossed the street. I know most of the locals there because I grew up there. Something was standing around 50 feet away from my truck. It was facing me while standing. It stood between 7 and 8 feet tall. Its entire body was covered in reddish-brown hair. Its scant hair allowed you to glimpse its skin as well. It had very rosy skin that appeared to have been sunburned. It had enormous hands and feet that resembled human hands and feet. It had a broad, flat nose. Its lips were exceedingly thin. We exchanged looks for at least 5 minutes. Despite having a gun in my truck, I never considered shooting this thing because it had a human and an ape-like appearance. It eventually walked into the woods after turning. I was in a state of disbelief as I sat in my pickup. I stepped outside after a little while to check for footprints. I couldn't locate any. The surface was too hard for any to remain. This animal must have weighed at least 400 pounds. I have never discussed this creature with anyone before. I knew what I saw, but I didn't want people to think I was crazy. I have never seen anything like it in a zoo or any place else. I'm unaware of any apes or bears in this region of Texas.